Hello everyone, sit back, relax, and join us for story time. A story about a girl who could never figure out why her mum was such a clean freak until one day. Our story today is called I Just Want to Clean. My mum has always been super into cleaning, but lately it's gotten a bit out of hand. She's not just focused on tidying up the house. It's like she's on a mission to clean her car, my clothes, even the insides of her ears. Seriously, the cat gets a full-on bath at least once a week. Her obsession with cleanliness has always bugged me a little, but it used to be manageable. Now, though, I'm honestly worried about her. "Mom, come on, let me help you out. You've had a long day," I said. "No," she shot back, her eyes glued to the spot she was scrubbing on the kitchen floor. "You're just not thorough enough. You know that." I sighed. It was a harsh truth, but she wasn't wrong. Mum wanted every tile to shine, and I just didn't have the time or energy to meet her standards. Still, it bummed me out because all I wanted was to hang out with her, even if it meant cleaning the already spotless floors. "All right, I'll just head to my room," I said, making my way to the stairs. I still can't figure out why I said what I did. Maybe it was frustration, or just wanting her attention. Whatever it was, I know that my next words triggered something in her. It doesn't matter how clean the house is, it won't bring Dad back. As soon as I said it, regret hit me like a ton of bricks. Mum froze, staring at the shiny tile, and I could see her eyes start to well up. Guilt washed over me. I know. An awkward silence stretched between us. I was scrambling for the right thing to say, desperate to take it back. But every time I tried to speak, the words just wouldn't come. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean it," I finally managed to say, feeling tears prick at my own eyes. Mum didn't say a word. She just kept scrubbing away at invisible stains, acting like I hadn't even spoken. Mum changed after that incident. She became more distant. Before, she'd greet me with a smile and ask about my day when I got home from school, and I always looked forward to it. Now, she doesn't even give me a nod. Plus, her cleaning obsession has gone from intense to downright extreme. It all started 2 days ago when she began obsessively cleaning everything in the house. I first noticed it when I got back from class. As soon as I walked in yesterday, Mum was all over me. She grabbed my backpack and started wiping it down like it was covered in germs. Nice to see you too, Mum." She didn't even look up. Her focus locked on my bag. Honestly, it was getting a bit creepy. I knew I had upset her, but I didn't think she'd completely shut me out. Sure, I messed up, but I didn't think I deserved to be ignored. That night, Mum didn't even bother making dinner. She was too busy washing my clothes for the 4th time that day. It felt like she thought I had some contagious illness, and the only way to stop it was to scrub my stuff like crazy. I tried to brush it off, thinking that eventually Mum would go back to her old self. She had to, right? I wanted to believe that, but I wasn't so sure. So I thought maybe getting her a little something would help show her I was sorry. Mum has always loved gifts. The next day, I took a slight detour on my way home from school. I stopped by a local florist and picked up the prettiest bouquet of roses I could afford. As cliché as it is, red roses are her favourite. I couldn't help but grin like the Cheshire Cat all the way home, just itching to see how Mum would react to my gift. I strolled through the door, ready with my little peace offering, and headed straight for her. She was busy dusting the kitchen cabinets, so she didn't notice me at first. "Mum, I'm back!" Nothing. She didn't even glance my way. I let out a sigh. I really didn't want to resort to this. "Mum, I got you something," I yelled, waving the flowers around, hoping she'd catch a glimpse. That did the trick. "Oh, hey there, sweetie. I didn't hear you come in. Are those for?" she exclaimed, dramatically placing her hand on her chest. "Yep, I wanted to say sorry for what I said a couple of days ago. I shouldn't have done that. I'm really sorry." I felt tears welling up. Sure, I might have had to buy her affection, but my apology was heartfelt. "It's all right, Gemma. I know you didn't mean it," Mum replied, hopping down from the counter and pulling me into a huge bear hug. I won't lie, I might have shed a tear or two. I really needed that moment. Mum beamed at me when she finally let go. My heart felt lighter. For the first time in ages, I thought everything might just be okay. How wrong I was. I noticed Mum's eyes drift from mine to the roses I was still holding. Her warm smile faded, replaced by a concerned frown. "Sweetie, you've got thorns. You're bleeding." I looked down and, sure enough, a small stream of red was running from my hand to my wrist. I must have been so wrapped up in the moment that I didn't even notice. "Let me take care of that for you. We wouldn't want it getting on the floor, would we?" Mum said, grabbing a wet cloth from the sink. I set the flowers on the counter and started to back away. No, Mum. It's really okay. I'll just head to the bathroom." "That's ridiculous. I'll handle it. Just let me take a look." "Mum, really, it's fine. I can manage." "Gemma." Mum's jaw was clenched, and she gripped the rag so tightly that a few drops of water splashed onto the floor. "Okay," I replied, trying to keep the peace. "That's my girl," Mum said, grabbing my wrist. She started scrubbing hard, attacking the bloody spot like it was something dangerous that needed to be wiped out. I let out a soft whimper as she kept going, relentless. "Mum, please stop. That hurts," I complained, trying to pull away. "Just a little bit more." "No, let me go," I yelled, yanking my arm free. I looked down at my hand and saw that Mum had only made it worse. My skin burned, and I realized the abrasion had spread because of her frantic cleaning. "Get back here. I'm not finished," Mum commanded, moving closer. I met her gaze hesitantly, and my heart sank. Her eyes were wild, almost feral, like a predator ready to pounce. I slowly backed into the hallway, feeling lost. I had never seen her like this before. "Mum, please, you're scaring me." My voice was shaky. In that moment, I felt like a frightened little girl again, and it sent chills down my spine. "Oh, sweetheart, there's nothing to fear. Mummy won't hurt you. Just come here, and I can make all the pain go away." For a brief moment, her frantic look softened. I could almost feel the loving Mum I used to know. I nearly stepped forward, but then she lunged at me. I dodged her and sprinted for the stairs, her screams echoing behind me. "Get back here, you ungrateful little brat! I won't put up with this. You come back down here, young lady. If I have to come up there, you will regret it." Tears streamed down my face as I raced up the steps and locked myself in my room. Here's where I'm at right now. I really didn't want it to come to this, but I think I might have to call the cops. My heart is pounding as I write this. To make things even creepier, I stumbled upon a letter where my dresser used to be. It feels like someone wanted me to find it. My name was scribbled on the front in a rush, and it looked pretty old. With shaky hands, I opened it and read what it said. "Gemma, I'm sorry for doing this to you and your mother. I love you more than anything in the entire world, but I couldn't stay with her any longer. I'm a coward for that, but I had to leave for my own safety. This may sound insane, but you need to know. A few years after you were born, We were both in a dark place. I was drinking heavily, and your mother had turned to the occult. She ended up being possessed by a demonic entity. It reacts to the sight of blood. Whatever you do, never show her if you're bleeding. It will send her into a manic frenzy. Please stay safe and know that I will always love you. Love, Dad. I really wish I had found this letter earlier. It might be too late for me now. I can smell strong cleaning products and bleach seeping through the door. And Mum is calling me in this sickly sweet tone. Gemma, please come out. I promise I won't hurt you. I just want to clean all that dirty flesh and blood off your bones. Thanks for listening. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more scary stories.